Shut up and sit down.
Good evening and welcome to another HJ broadcasting presentation of the Reddit iRacing League. Tonight we're at the Iowa Speedway in the nationwide car. With me as always, Alex Albert. Say hi, Alex.
Hello.
All right, let's go ahead. They're up on the grid right now. Let's go ahead and go through that grid. You want to take that, Alex?
Sure. On the pole, Thomas Ellison. Starting next to him will be Dylan Blanton. In the second row will be Sven Dimmel, Jordan Babcock. On the third row, John Patrick and David Haynes. Then Antonio Alvarez and Andrew Fawcett. On the fifth row will be Chad Clark and Nate Franklin. Sixth row, Daniel Bartz, Alexander Cofford. Seventh row, Justin Lamons, Mark Antonucci, followed by Kyle Smith and Andrew Schmier with no qualifying time, and Ryan Verhulst starting shotgun on the field. Got our eyes on the pace car here. Looks like we're probably going to go around one more time. So I think it's a bit of a surprise to see Thomas Ellison on the pole. I thought Dylan Blant was going to get it after being the quickest in practice. Really thought he would be the quickest in qualifying, but then somewhere Tom Ellison picked up 3/10 between practice and qualifying, moving from a mid-pack car to our pole sitter. And that is in no way an indication of his sexual preference.
That's right. Tom is unusually, well, I won't say unusually, unexpectedly good on ovals.
Yeah, well, he's not known for Tommy Ovalson for no reason. So I think we'll get to see that again tonight. Tom starting up front, hopefully can take advantage of the starting position, although he has the champion in his mirror, Sven Dimmel. Sven known to be a tough competitor, and Sven and Tom having a recent run-in a while back. Hopefully no hard feelings here tonight as we get ready for a long one. It's going to be 55 minutes. And here comes the pace car. Hopefully this time by. Pace car's in. They're under Tom's control, and he's away. Wasting no time. Sven on the loud pedal, chasing him down. Tom, good lead going into one. Woo, Sven pushing up high in front of Blanton, but able to come through there clean. Oh, Sven with an interesting line with a high to low and low to high, and right, wasting no time. Woo, diving it in there on Tom. And Tom really had nothing for him there. I thought he might be a little bit more defensive, but he wasn't. Looks like he's just going to try to settle in here. Dylan Blanton looking on with Jordan Babcock. These top four, all known to be strong oval racers. We got David Haynes looking on in fifth. Antonio Alvarez back in sixth. As we see clean racing up and down through the field so far. Sven Dimmel continuing to lead. Glad to see no caution so far. Hopefully we can get a nice long run in here.
That's right. That's top three.
Here we go. There we go. 15, Chad Clark in the fence.
Let's see if we can get a replay of that for you. Well, that's right. It looks like he just had to check up behind the 94 and put the... Woo! It was a big mess right there. Few cars involved. The 16 and I'm trying to see the 20 were also involved in that.
Yeah, it looked like the 15 got woed up a little bit. 60 got into him, spun him around. 28, 16, they were all involved. Just have one fast repair tonight since we have cautions. Might be a little bit early to use it, but if your car's already used up, I don't think you have a choice. 28 though, probably gonna feel it out here. See if see how it goes. Oh man, getting all checked up here. We're having trouble pacing. First we had trouble racing, now we're having trouble pacing. Oh no, that was Babcock there with the dippity-doo with his dippy eggs down by the pit road. All right, here comes looks like the 16 on the pit road. 16 of Alexander Cofford, running a different number this week.
Looks like he got involved in a little bit of that action there, along with, is that the 20 right behind him? Yes, 20 of Antonio Alvarez. Nope, I'm reading that wrong. This is the 28.
Yeah.
Apologies, of Daniel Bartz.
Yeah. Yeah, Bart's, his car looked pretty used up there on the side. Looks like Chad Clark went ahead and stayed out, and the 60 probably just had light damage. He just lightly touched that car in front of him and turned him around there.
Yeah, Clark's car is looking a little rough there, so he may want to go down, but maybe it felt okay to him in those few moments before the yellow came out.
Yeah, I think it's just so early that anything can happen, right? You could blow a motor if you wasted on a little bit of body damage. I think it's a smart move. I'd say that there'll be more cautions here. All right, where's that pace car? Let's keep an eye on the light on top of it here. Looks like the boys are at the back are hustling around, so lights are still on the pace car, so looks like we still got another couple trips around here at reduced speed. So while we got a moment here, we'll recap on our running order. We have Sven Dimmel out there on the point, followed by Tom Ellison and Dylan Blanton. That's your top three. Jordan Babcock, David Haynes, Antonio Alvarez. Round out your top six with John Patrick, Nate Franklin, and Andrew Fawcett. Bring you your top nine. Justin Lamons is your 10th place runner. Further back, we have Chad Clark, Kyle Smith, and Mark Antonucci. Ryan Verhulst, Alexander Crawford, Daniel Bartz were all on pit road just a minute ago. I think Verhulst, he started back there. I don't think he had any damage. I think he was just coming in to get some tires, maybe top it off fuel. Looks like Crawford's going to dive back in, let him beat on those fenders a little bit more. Bart's is staying out. I think Bart's knows we're getting ready to go back to green, and as an experienced oval racer, he knows pitting now wasn't a good idea. So 16's probably going to wish he wouldn't have pit here. Going to need to drop that jack and get moving, or he's going to lose a lap, and that's going to be worse than whatever damage they can fix. So
he does still have a little bit of time to for the cars to get back around, so maybe he just wants to get a few of those dings banged out, and he's getting
he's getting tires. It looks like he's getting tires. Maybe he did all the damage repairs he could last time by, just getting tires this time. Is he going to be able to hustle up and get up there? I don't know, but here we go with Sven Dimmel, your leader. Sven's bringing him around. Pace car's looking for the pit road. He dives in, and Dimmel's on it. You got a good jump there on Ellison. Blanton, quick on the start, follows right along with Babcock in the hunt here. Babcock working down low, got a good setup, able to work over those bumps. Blanton taking a look on the inside.
Sven just puts himself into the wall. Does a little bit of damage to his car, as we can see on the onboard there, which allows Ellison and the whole rest of the pack to catch back up.
Right, and we can see Alvarez and Haynes wasting no time getting in on this lead pack as the 30 backing it up here. He's trying to get the 26 space, but the 320 doesn't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, and there goes the 60 taking a ride. Woo, big ride.
Oh yeah, we just caught the, let's jump back a little bit more, see if we can get all of that. Yeah, did that all on his own. Got into the wall, straight into the other wall. Ouch.
Yeah, and then Bartz comes along, gets a piece of it, and so does Verhulst.
Wow. So number 28, probably, unfortunately
it looks
for
like
him,
they went with that patented no lift method.
The Days of Thunder just pushed through the smoke.
That's right. And doesn't look like it paid off for either car there. Not sure they had to gain. They knew a caution was coming, but that's racing.
Looks like the 28 of Daniel Bartz has retired from this race.
He's said he's had enough.
Crawford's car is looking
Crawford
not,
just
not
went
too
a lap
worse for
down
the
there.
wear. Did he? He did.
Yeah, he just went down a lap. He was staying out of the way. He was down on the apron when the leader came by. I had one eye on the crash, but the flag man just didn't get the yellow out quick enough to save Crawford. Car's looking better, though. Did he finally just take the fast repair? I think he did.
He must have. It looks like we've got Antonucci and Verhulst also coming down pit lane right now.
Oh, looks like Verhulst decided fast repair for him. The 60 car is Lamon's towing? Is that? Yeah,
it must
be. I think
be.
He's towing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think after that hit, he's got to go with the fast repair. Antonucci's going to follow Verhulst back out on the racetrack. Antonucci is racing under the guidance of Smith here recently. Smith is taken to putting him under his wing, one of the new guys, trying to show him the ways around the tough circuit of the RIL. So that's always good to see. All right, looks like the 15 trying to trick some people with a little dive there on pit road. No one bought it. Keep our eyes on that pace car, though. Lights are still on, so we got at least another trip around. Let the 60 go ahead and get towed on in here. Maybe he can get fixed up, get some tires on it. Start working on getting those laps back.
I can't see that the tow would have taken that long. But could be.
Yep, he's in the car. I
He is
see
indeed.
the driver now in the car, so must still be doing repairs. All right, so just to keep you appraised of our running order, Sven Dimmel still your leader. Tom Ellison running second with Dylan Blanton third. Will Blanton be able to get up there and get around Ellison, take that fight to the leader? It looked to me like Ellison was being held up by Dimmel, they were both holding up Blanton and Jordan there. Jordan was showing a lot of restraints, tried to stay off Blanton, but then came Haynes along. I think we were going to have a bit of a mess there if the 60 car didn't hit the wall.
That's right. I think that Demmel did himself no favors by running into the wall, nor any favors to his car's top speed. So he may be in a little trouble until his pit stop.
Think he's wounded?
Yeah, they might be able to bang that out with some big hammers, but not until he takes his first pit.
I think Dimmel being wounded just gives the rest of the field a chance. Although I think Tom Ellison and some of our other championship contenders will be looking to get maximum points here with their championship rival Jeff Tyler not being in the field. As you see the 60 car coming around to catch the back of the field here. I'm not sure what's wrong with the 16, why he's got to let everyone go, and must be serving some kind of penalty here. Hopefully you get the 1 to go this time. Take a look at that pace car, and the lights are off. 1 to go. So it'll be Dimmel, Ellison, Blanton, Babcock, and Haynes. That's your top 5, followed by Alvarez, Patrick, Franklin, Fawcett, and Clark. That's top 10. Then we got Smith, Verhulst, Antonucci, Cofford, and Lamons rounding out our runners. So everyone's going to get points tonight with a short field. All right, so Sven Dimmel, he's got one eye on that pace car as they're looking for the pit road. Dimmel is looking at the flag stand. He's on the loud pedal. There he goes. Ellison got a better jump that time. Catching up to the wily German's ways, and Blanton's falling back a little bit from Ellison as they all are evenly gapped down in here. Woo, Dimmel quick over those bumps the first time through. Oh, and Blanton having trouble. That allows Babcock to get it around outside. There goes Babcock, and Haynes says, I want a piece of that action. Blanton lets him have it. Oh, Babcock looks to go on the attack on Ellison. Oh, gets up, door slams the Brit. Oh, man, that's going to lead to some spicy feelings. The Brit was able to keep it out of the fence, and here comes another Commonwealth contender. David Haynes down the inside of the Pennsylvania native, Jordan Babcock. Just not able to make it stick while Babcock's working that high line and chasing down Dimmel. Here comes Ellison looking to give his fellow Commonwealth Games participant a run for his money as Blanton looks on and says, you guys are crazy. I think Blanton's just letting them play out here. Let them crash each other. He doesn't need a part of this. As our friend from south of the border, Antonio Alvarez, looks on back there in 6th position. 5th position.
6th. Yeah, he's just gonna watch the 320 and the 26 and the 27 go ahead and battle it out there. I think
here goes the 320, looking down the inside. Not able to make it happen. 27 starting to catch on here. You got to protect your line.
Yeah, I think Babcock was knew that he was faster than this. Well, thought that he was faster than this crew and could get away and catch up to Demmel. We'll see if that remains to be seen.
Yeah, Babcock really had that speed on the restart. Some of these other guys, these road racers, are going to have to learn that the restarts are where the action happens here on the oval. And you really got to make it happen when you're all bunched up. Demmel wasted no time, jumped on that loud pedal, snuck away to an early lead. Here goes Babcock, though. He's starting to shut that down. But our fastest mover right now is David Haynes, and he's looking outside Ellison. Here he goes. 320's on the outside. Ellison just got nothing for him and just lets him have it. Doesn't even try to fight back on the inside. Looks like the outside groove's working a little better so far, Mr. Derby. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that. Maybe this, they were running the outside line in practice and qualifying a lot more than I noticed, but it looks like you can make good speed through there.
Yeah, it looks like able to keep the car freed up a little bit, not put so much wheel in it, save the tires, keep the car rolling. There's that big bump down in 1 and 2. I think that's part of the reason why they're running up a little bit higher than normal is they just got to stay off that bump. But I've noticed that Babcock and Demmel both have the setup that can handle the bumps when they need to. Looks like Ellison drove down there on the bottom, but it looks like he lost a little bit of time to the guys he's battling there. I think that low line is the slow way around turns 1 and 2. They can run a little bit lower down here in 3 and 4, though.
He's going to have to make some adjustments to his line if he wants to stay with the pack here. Or he's just going to get driven by.
Here he goes. Now he's running that midline where all the fast cars are here in 1 and 2.
Yeah, and the pack is
Blanton is really putting the pressure on here.
He is. The front of the pack is not getting too far away. It looks like they're experimenting with other lines. Jordan Babcock testing that low line.
Yeah, Babcock, fastest car on the track that last time by. Woo! But they want to keep that. That's a battle that these two boys from the huge ass stable don't want anyone else to be a part of. It looks like Haynes trading it back with another fast lap. Yeah, this is a very fast track that we're on here. See, top speeds up over 160 miles an hour, and the apex speeds are still well north of 110.
Yeah, I'm seeing 120 at the slowest. Yeah, Babcock is definitely running down Demmel there. He's within 0.3, well, 0.4 of a second. Well, now it's 0.3.
So, yep, and Haynes got around Ellison, but looks like Babcock's on the move, looking for a win here. Babcock has promised Bud Light Limes for everyone in the paddock if he wins. Ellison running door to door here with Haynes. Is he going to show Haynes the kind of respect that he'd want to be shown? Looks like he is. Haynes forced to run the high line. Ellison in the middle. Blanton continue to just run safe. Alvarez running out of patience, looking to put a move on Blanton here. Blanton diving down to the low side to protect his line while Franklin tries to join the battle with Patrick looking on.
Yeah, if you watched any of our previous broadcasts, if you watch any of our previous broadcasts, you know that Ellison and Haynes have, I won't say history, but they've run wheel to wheel and door to door many times before, so definitely keep an eye on them through this race.
And fans of the HJ broadcasting channel would maybe know that on Thursday, those two were battling for the lead in a Champ Car Sim Series event where big real money, real money is on the line. It's big money too, folks. And these guys were running 1 and 2 in the Miata class, made contact in the bus stop on the last lap. Woo! There was some tears and there was some fears, but now we have a battle for the lead here in this race. Woo! There goes Babcock looking for the inside. Will he beat him to the line this time by?
They've been side by side for the past couple of turns now. Let's see if anybody can make any movement one way or the other. It looks like Babcock is going to get ahead here.
Yeah, he wasn't the leader that last time. I think Dimmel might be able to keep that momentum going up there on the high side. Let's see here, though. Oh, look how Dimmel comes fighting back mid-turn. Yeah.
Looks like he held onto the lead there. 600ths of a second lead that time. It was 300ths the previous lap.
We talked about that big bump down in 1 and 2. Babcock's car really able to handle that bump. He's able to run down low where other people aren't. Looks like now they've swapped roles. Sven Dimmel going to try the bottom, and he's just not as good down there.
No, his car is definitely a little bit wounded. Maybe
like
just a little bit.
Oh, there's a spin. I thought I heard one.
Yeah, it was Chad Clark. It looks like he got into, watching the replay right now. Oh, it looks like he actually got spun by the, was that the number 12? Yeah, it looks like the 12 got into him there.
Looked like Verles came down and just turned him.
It does. But
yeah,
no caution. Everybody's back out and running.
How did the flagman not see that? It happened right under his stand.
Yeah, maybe he turned his head for the moment.
I think he's just drunk. All right, Babcock, or he's a Babcock fan, because Babcock's starting to walk away with this one. I think maybe that's the most likely. Oh, and the 20 car getting loose up in the wall. Able to continue on. We'll take a look at that.
Watching that replay right now. Did I not go back far enough? Well, I guess I didn't. Looks like I must have missed it. Sorry, back alive now.
Yeah, he just got a little loose down there in 1 and 2 and used the wall to straighten himself up. Lost a couple positions, but able to keep on going here. All right, we've had a good little run here since the last caution. Let's see, it's been about 25 laps. Have to expect we'll start to see people going to pit road if we get a caution, but I think that we might see some people coming to pit road just because they've worn their stuff out. Sven Dimmel looked like he was about ready to knock down the wall back there on turn 2, just pushing like a dump truck.
Looking a little bit slidey there. I think that Ellison is bringing the gap down, and then it goes back out a little bit. I think this may be, yeah.
Yeah, Ellison said about 2 seconds off the leader there.
Yeah, and only one and a quarter seconds back from Dimmel. We've got the graphic on screen. You can see the gap is in front of Dimmel, and then you can see the gap is to who's in front of Ellison.
Now, this will be interesting to see how Babcock works through this traffic here. Kudos to all the drivers here and the flag man for letting us stay green.
Yeah, I think Chad Clark may be hoping for a yellow flag now, so he doesn't go to lap down. But he's going to go ahead and let the leaders go by, I think.
On my way up here to the broadcast booth, I was talking to some of the mechanics, but I didn't even ask about fuel mileage like I typically do because I didn't even expect it to be a problem. I thought we would have plenty of cautions. It would be 10, 15 laps at the most. We would run green. And here we go. We're working almost 30 laps of green. But with 86 to go, I have to believe everyone will be down pit road at least one time tonight.
I have to believe that as well.
Man,
they've
Babcock
got
really
cheater
stretched it
tanks
out here.
Yeah, he's pulled more than a second ahead of Dimmel. The closest race right now is David Haynes and Nate Franklin with David Haynes, Nate Franklin, Dylan Blanton chasing him down.
Okay, let's keep an eye on that.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Franklin really wanting to get around Haynes here. Blanton continuing to slide down through the field, and I don't think it's a lack of pace so much as maybe just trying to be patient. Blanton had some other good runs this season on the ovals. Really, looking good for a newcomer here to this series. It's very tough competition, so maybe he's just trying to sit back and feel his way into these waters. Oh, and there goes Haynes was in the wall. He bounced it off there pretty hard. I believe Franklin's going to have to take a look here. Franklin's crew, I'm sure, is on the radio letting him know the 320 is now wounded. Oh, speaking of wounded, the 23 might have gotten the wall there a bit. But these are tough cars. These are NASCARs. They're built for this type of racing.
That's right. They're built to go door to door. Door to door.
Door to door and door to wall.
That's right. Door to whatever they need to go door to.
That's right.
And I think the, excuse me, the 26 and the 24 are trying to get by the 320 here.
Yeah,
they both know.
No. Ooh. Did you see how much the 320 got woed up there coming off the corner? He had to really lift out of it.
He did, and the 24 and 26 had to as well, because 320 went right down to the apex there.
Yeah. Sometimes you say parking it on the apex, but 320 kind of parked it on the exit. That was way past the apex. Yeah, 26 just being too patient here. I think he's just worried about these veterans.
He also knows there's a half hour left in this race, too, and anything can happen. Like, he just doesn't want to get involved in any old wreck.
Right. He's saving his chips for the big wreck.
That's right. He wants to be involved in the big one. Who doesn't, though?
Right. Who doesn't want to be famous? So, Jordan Babcock, your leader, he continues to walk away with this, about a 2-second gap. Third place, Ellison, he's about 3.5 seconds back, but this is the best battle we have. Haynes, Franklin, Blanton. Patrick trying to get up in there. They've got the red boxes lighting up on our timing screens. Patrick is in and out of that red box. He's starting to get there. 320 is really being defensive, but that's oval racing. I mean, it's his line. Until the 24 gets there, it's the 320's line.
That's right. They have to make their pass. He's not going to let them by.
Right. So, David Haynes from Australia, the Brisbane boy, looking very good here. He's running a high line, keeping that car wound up. Chad Clark doing a good job just keeping pace here. I thought these guys would have been around him a couple laps ago, but his pace has been strong.
Into the wall there.
Oh, here goes the 24. 24 using the pick of the lap car, make his move. There he goes. He's going to get away here. Oh, the 320 doesn't want to let him get away, though. Oh, bam. Oh, sorry, folks.
But yeah, it looks like the 320 did get up into the wall. Oh, 320 gets bumped into by the 26. I think the 320, yeah, he's coming into the pits.
Wow,
it looks like
this is about halfway on time. I'd say it's a little early on laps. I don't think we're quite to the halfway point on laps. We're just starting lap 50 here. The predictor's saying 74 more if we stay green, but if it's anything like other oval races we've seen in this series, there'll be more cautions at the end than there were at the beginning.
The 549 of Kyle Smith also coming down pit road right now. We'll keep our eye on David Haynes, see how long he stays on pit road. We'll get back to that Blanton-John Patrick race here. Actually, let's look at Verhulst and Alvarez. They're racing pretty close right now.
All right, so Verhulst here, he pit earlier on, got about 10 lap fresher tires in Alvarez. We saw Verhulst take his fast repair there after going WFO into the spinning car of the 60 earlier. Looks like he's been in the wall again. So with the 12, he's an experienced oval racer that knows what it's like to drive a car after it's been in the wall. So this is nothing new for him.
And the 549 just came back out on track. Let's see if he can make some passes on some fresh tires here. I'm sure that he can. There you go.
12 in the wall. Yeah, and I think the 20 and the 12 are just really starting to struggle here. 549 on these fresh tires. You just saw the 20 slide up in the wall. I mean, you know he's working it hard.
Yeah, I mean, just look how easy it is for him to get by on that low line right there.
All right, so what kind of lap times? Let's see what kind of lap times he's turning here. David Haynes. David Haynes doing a 23.1. That's 1.1 seconds a lap faster than your leader. Babcock cannot stay out for too long here. Look at Haynes. Look how much faster Haynes is than your leader. Woo!
Like he's driving a different class of car.
Right. So Babcock's maybe got 5 laps here. He can wait. Maybe see if he gets a caution, trap Haynes down a lap or 2. But if he doesn't, he needs to get on the pit road, or otherwise when he comes out, he's going to be 10 seconds behind Mr. Haynes.
He did have, I think, a 4 or 5 second gap on Haynes, didn't he?
Right. That's why I was saying he has about 5 laps here to make his decision. And it'll be interesting to see how long until Haynes's tires give up the grate. We've talked about last week. The
JP,
tires
John
had
Patrick coming down pit road right now.
last week we were talking about how the tires had so many laps of grate in them, and then they had a lot of laps of good. It'll be interesting to see how many laps of grate David Haynes's tires have in them. He's still over a second a lap quicker than your leader. Oh, the 60 cars through the grass there, not making any contact, able to make the corner. But our leaders seem to be comfortable in their tires, even though they're running at a reduced pace. Babcock continues to lead. He's stretched out to 3.5 seconds over Dimmel. Ellison 6.5 seconds back.
Almost 7 now.
Yeah, Franklin 8.5 seconds back in 4th. Blanton slid back to 10th, as we can see the 549, who's already been on pit road. Kyle Smith, he's a couple laps down, but man, he's going fast.
He is indeed. He and Haynes are both turning quite fast laps.
Yeah, about a second faster than these guys that haven't pit. Ooh, Blanton almost in the wall. Does a good job to keep it out. As Babcock just continues to walk the field here. I guess Babcock knows he's got the pace. If something happens here, he's got 2 laps over Haynes. Or, well, I guess 1 lap now. Haynes has been able to unlap himself. But we'll see how long, if Haynes is... The grate's got to wear off those tires eventually. Oh, and as we see Franklin... Oh, I thought Franklin was a little closer than that looking at my timing screen. Sorry for the excitement. It looks like Franklin's getting ready to take the fight to Ellison, though. This is a podium battle here.
It is. I think Ellison's tires have fallen off quite a bit, but they both ran... Well, Ellison was slightly faster that lap. They're both in the 24s.
Yeah, they're both mid-24s. Haynes running low 23s. About 1.3 seconds a lap faster. Oh, John Patrick on those fresh tires, the fastest car on the track, 23.223. Really want to give kudos to all the drivers to this long green flag run. Love to see this. Had that little bit of problems there in the beginning, but oh, and there goes Sven Dimmel on the pit road. So now Babcock, I think now Babcock really has to start thinking about when he's going to pit. He had that big lead over Dimmel, well, but it will evaporate.
The 24 just got by the 27 right there. Looks like Ellison had a big brash, a big bit of understeer there and almost went into the wall. Had to let the 24 go by.
Yep, he really had no choice there, and then almost made contact with the 60, but luckily they were able to continue on without incident. Yeah, if I'm Ellison's crew, I think you got to call him in right now, man. He's losing too much time.
Yeah,
Babcock still looks strong, but Ellison's just dropping like a rock.
He's the slowest car on track right now.
Yeah, and they ran 65 laps with only a possible 59 to go. You're on the back side of it now, brother. You got to pit.
Yep, Dimmel is coming back out on track right now. He's going to be 2 laps down.
Oh, here comes our leader, Jordan Babcock, with a very safe pit entry.
Also,
he didn't want to get the boot.
Yeah, the number 20 right in front of him. Nate Franklin also coming down pit road. Ellison staying out. I'm not sure why, but he's still out there.
He's waiting on a caution. Maybe he's going to be the caution.
Yeah, Blanton also coming down pit road, so that leaves Ellison and Fawcett as the only two who have not pit. Take that back. Fawcett coming down pit road right now as well.
Ellison's your leader, but you can see behind him here the 320 of David Haynes. David Haynes is about ready to get back on the lead lap.
That's right. Ellison will...
That shows how much those new tires are worth.
Yeah, Ellison back out for a second lap. We got the 15 of Chad Clark coming back out.
I guess it's a Hail Mary strategy. I guess you just stay out here until Haynes goes around. Oh, nope. Here he comes this time. Oh, there. He knew Haynes was going to get him eventually. All right, so this rotates. This will make Verhulst our leader. Oh, Verhulst looks to be coming down towards the pit road here.
Yeah, I think his pits were both under caution.
Yep. So Antonucci's going to be our leader?
Yeah, Antonucci should have the lead here. He also pit under caution, so he's going to be coming down pit road soon as well. He's on his 58th lap right now.
All right, Antonucci. Yeah, buddy, out of Canada. He's new to this this series. Good run. This is, I think, his first time leading a race, so congratulations, Mark.
Let's see how many laps. He and Cofford are both on their 59th and 60th laps, respectively. Justin Lamons also on his 59th lap. Haynes into his 20th lap now, so let's see how long those tires are going to last for him. He's already down into the high 23s. Which is still a whole second faster than Antonucci.
Looks like those tires have about 10 to 15 laps of grade in them.
That's
then
right.
They have a good bit of good in them, and then they just get sour.
Yeah, I think they're good for probably maybe 50 laps, maybe 45 laps.
I would say great for 15, good out to 50. But much past that, they were past their expiration date. You got to throw them things away. Yeah. Oh, and the 320's in the wall. We got a 3-wide situation with the 3-car, and the 20 shoots the gap. That was beautiful. And that just shows what new tires and old tires is like. The 320 and the 3, both out there with fairly used tires. The 20 on a brand new set. Here comes the 3-car down pit road. He's had enough.
Yeah, we just watched the replay of that as the 20 shot the gap there. That was quite a move.
That was beautiful. Nice job, Antonio. And here we go, the 94 working on our leader. And earlier I talked about Jordan Babcock was going to have to make his decision. As you can see here, he did wait a little bit longer. Haynes was able to jump him with the undercut, but now Haynes is into the good part of his tires. Babcock's still in the great part of his tires. So I think he's going to be able to make easy work of the 320 car here.
That's right, and it looks like John Patrick, also one of the early pitters there. He's made his way up into third position, and he's still turning good laps.
I would say JP's the big winner on that.
There we go, Babcock right by Haynes there.
Yeah, JP had fallen off the back of that lead pack there for a while, and then able to just kind of keep pace for the long run where the other guys started to lose pace. JP picked them off one at a time, but he really had he timed that just right. I think that's an experience from Indy Fix starting to pay off here in the RIL. All right, less than 50 to go according to our predictor. We won't know. We're racing for time. A little over 18 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it looks like the 94 of Andrew Fawcett trying to stay on the lead lap. He and Babcock both have about the same age on their tires and are turning just about the same lap times.
Yeah, hopefully Fawcett can keep a good fight on here. Stay on the lead lap. Maybe we'll get a caution. Been a long run, maybe record long run for the RIL.
I think the lack of fog is helping people out.
Yeah, definitely helping us be able to see what we're doing. As the 94 makes pretty easy work of the 549, and the 30 gets by as well. So Kyle Smith's pit strategy starting to fade on him here. He really worked out well there for a while.
Yeah, he's 27 laps into his stint. Cofford and Le Mans are both still out on track, 68 and 67 laps into their stints. That's quite a marathon there. And Cofford's laps have gone pretty slow now, too. He's in the 25s.
Yeah, well, up until the point that Smith got lapped, that was a good strategy. Caution comes out, he gets back on the lead lap. So now that Smith's there, I think I would call him into the pit. I think let's go ahead and get a new set of tires on there for Cofford. You got 45 to go,
and
they'll be good the rest of the way.
Yep, there it is. He's coming down pit road right now.
Well, maybe his crew's listening to the broadcast. Woo! He's very close to the barriers.
Let's watch this group right here. We got the 15, the 3, the 7, the 320, and the 24 all running in a big group right now. The 320 trying to get around this group, but
his tires are just too old. And the leaders, the 7 and the 24, look, the 7 was just too polite, sitting there. The 24 drove around. 24's having none of it. He's not worried about being polite. 7 says, well, if you're not going to be polite, I guess I won't either. And here comes Sven. They're saying, get out of the way, Haynes. You're starting to mess this up for me.
Yeah, this group is staying pretty organized. The 3 that are in the lead are, well, no, never mind. I take that back. Now they're getting all mixed up.
Yeah,
24 is trying to get away.
He was able to get by. Yeah. Well, sometimes Nate, known to be a patient racer, but aggressive when he needs to be, and he was aggressive right there. Made the passes happen. And see, now John Patrick's stuck back there. Now Verhulst is trying to go around the 320. If he wants to get in, it's going to be a 3-wide situation. He doesn't want to go 3-wide with Haynes and Verhulst. He wants to finish this race.
Right, he knows how. You know that Haynes has been out there for 33. He doesn't know 33 laps, but he knows he's been out there for a while.
Right, and here goes the 23 driving by the 7. Man, just bad luck, bad timing for the 7. Got to be more aggressive next time, JP.
He also knows who's behind him, so he's not gonna fight him too hard.
Well, JP could be saving tires here. It is a long way to the finish. He will be into that sour zone if he stays out the whole time. So maybe JP, he was smart in that first half, you know, and used his tires and his pit strategy to perfection. So I'm not going to count him out just yet, as we saw Smith get in the wall. Let's see, where's our best battle right now? Probably Dimmel.
That's what we're watching. Dimmel, Haynes, and Patrick are all pretty close. Ellison is right on the back of Dylan Blanton as well. Ellison has just gotten by Dylan Blanton and is making his way past the 549 lap car there.
Ellison's got to be on one of about the freshest tires, right?
In that lead group, he is. Yes.
Yeah.
His tires are 3 laps newer than the 30 of Jordan Babcock or the 24 of Nate Franklin.
Right. So maybe we were, or at least I was saying how he should have pit earlier. Maybe Ellison knew something we didn't, and he knew he had to get inside a certain number before he pit. Because now, look, his tires are still in great mode. These other guys have fallen into good, and he's eating them up.
Yeah, he's going to get right by the John Patrick right here without any trouble. And I bet it'll be the same for Haynes. Probably not going to have much to give.
Oh,
there
wow.
you go. I think the Haynes clipped the wall there. He's going to lose maybe 2 positions here.
That was quite an evasive maneuver, though. Haynes getting a good run off the high side, though, and those old tires able to keep Ellison from being able to use the whole circuit. Ellison, though, with the superior grip, on exit, able to drive off of turn 2 and open the gap here. Now the 7, can he finally get around the 320? It's like he's scared of the 320 shadow.
Well, his tires are almost as old as Haynes's are, so he's probably not going to be able to run that inside line as easily.
It's now Blanton all over the 7's bumper.
Yeah, his tires are 10 laps newer.
All right, we're coming down to 13 minutes to go. That's about 34 laps. Let's give you a rundown through the field here. Your leader, Jordan Babcock, racing out of Erie, Pennsylvania. He's your leader by about 6 seconds now. All the way back there, we see Nate Franklin in second, racing hard with Andrew Fawcett. Franklin's on the inside, Fawcett on the outside with the American flag themed livery. Franklin with the Jeff Gordon themed DuPont livery. Franklin able to finally clear him there. Able to use up all the track on exit. Might even use up a little of the wall there. But that's Nate Franklin, your second place runner. A little farther back, just about a second, is Sven Dimmel. Sven racing out of the Germany club. Sven is a multi-time champion here in the RIL. Is dominant in almost every track and car combination. A little off the pace here tonight, but podium will keep his championship hopes alive. Let's roll on a little farther back through the field here. We got Tom Ellison. Tom Ellison, the steward of the league. The Mod Supremo is a perennial championship contender. Tom looking for a good run here tonight to keep his championship hopes alive. It's in the 4th position. Tom's next scheduled outing will be at the Watkins Glen International Circuit next weekend for the Champ Car race. He'll be racing the huge-ass Miata. So if you're in the area, come out and see Tom, get an autograph, have a Dick and Cider. A little farther back is Dylan Blanton. Oh, Dylan Blanton into the back of the 60. That allows the 320 to get by. Now the 7's inside. Ooh, 7 hard on the binders, trying not to get into the 26. 26 with his superior speed here on exit. 320 just blocking the 7. Will not let him by tonight. And Blanton. Woo, this is a good battle here. Blanton really fighting it hard with the 320.
They are door to door.
Dylan Bland out of the Carolina club. You can tell how safe a racer he is, not just by the 4.97 safety rating that he carries around. Ooh, but by the way he drives on track. And David Haynes, your 6th place runner, soon to be 7th place runner, just tried to knock down the fence coming out of 4. Racing closely here with our currently, oh, and now Haynes is in the wall coming out of 2, and that'll put Haynes in 7th. John Patrick out of the Texas club, San Antonio to be exact. Patrick now into the 6th spot. Ooh,
Haynes
this is
still pushing
battle.
hard though.
Yeah, Haynes not giving up anything with just about 10 minutes to go, but enough time for about 25 laps. Haynes pit early, but so did Patrick. Both seeing who can make this strategy work the best.
Haynes is the last driver on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, Patrick's tires are about 7 laps newer than Haynes's. Haynes, another 10 seconds. The leader will be on his tail. See what kind of lap times our leader's running. 24 flat. Haynes with a 24.6. Half a second or so. There's a good chance the leader will catch Haynes before the end of this one. And the leader we talk about is Mr. 1 Jordan Babcock Esquire, and he's coming down the pit road with only 24 to go. What does Babcock know that we don't?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure this strategy is going to pan out.
Well, Nate Franklin takes the lead. Sven is only 1.1 seconds behind Nate right now, so
I just don't think Babcock's going to be able to make up the time. He's going to come out 2 laps down. Without a caution, there's just no way he can make up this time.
Let's see how long he stays on pit road. I think he's just taking tires, or no, I think he just took right side
2
tires. He's going to have a miracle here. We'll keep an eye on that.
All right, so he's going to come out, going to be just a little over 1 lap down. Oh, and Babcock must have had a speeding penalty. Oh, no. Oh, man.
Oh.
Wow, what an end to such a great night. Jordan Babcock back down the pit road for what we can only assume is a penalty, as Nate Franklin, his arch nemesis, takes the lead of the race and slides up in front of Mark Antonucci here. Mark giving him a hard race.
And everybody has, the gap is spread out to more than a second for all of the races on track right now. I'm not sure, but I think Babcock has... Nope, he's going back out. I'm not sure why he stopped for another 18 seconds in pit lane. I mean, it must have been a 15-second penalty, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking that was a 15-second stop and go for a speeding, either on the way in or the way out. Probably the way out, or he would have served it while he was stopped there. Now Babcock's, what, 2-3 laps down now? Three laps down? Yeah, with just right side tires. I don't think he's not going to be able to make it happen here. He will be able to catch Franklin, run him down, and probably pass him here, but he's going to need to do that 3 more times if he wants to win this race.
Got 7 minutes to do it.
You know, if anyone can do it, I think Babcock can. There he goes, off on a tear right around the leader. Leader let him have it. Franklin, no need to fight him.
Yeah, and Franklin can just cruise the rest of this race. He's running 24.5s right now, so is Demmel and Ellison and Blanton. Everybody's in about the mid-24s at the moment. Although I bet Babcock's running low 23s. He's going to have to push really hard.
Yeah, if I'm Franklin, I don't think I want to cruise too much with Demmel less than 2 seconds back.
He knows that gap is going to continue increasing, though. Or he sees that gap continuing to increase, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't want to write off Sven just yet. He didn't win all those championships by letting other guys win races.
The closest race we have on track right now is the 9th position, the 549 of Kyle Smith, and the number 3 of Mark Antonucci. Mark is about a half a second behind Kyle right now.
Oh, the mentor becomes the master.
Yeah, and they're mixing it up with the leader and the number 20 of... Oh, that's... Where's the 94? Oh, never mind. They're another lap down. Excuse me. I thought they were closer than that.
Demmel's just getting held up by this other battle. I mean, these guys got to race their race, but Demmel needs to get by here. He's got a race to win. Kyle, as friendly as always, lets Demmel go. But Demmel lost a little bit of time there. I think about 2/10. And Antonucci, he's going to take the fight to Smith here. They might be laps down, but they're not out of this yet. They still got something to fight for.
That's right. If there's a race they can race on track, they're going to take it.
Yeah. I don't know about them, but I know my favorite part of going to a racetrack is running door to door.
That's right.
I can go out and lap by myself, but I come here to race, and that's what they were doing. So Demmel continuing to run hard here. Working towards 10 to go. Demmel's got the gap down now. Shaved a couple tenths off of it. It's down to about 1.7. Ellison got a podium. He's sitting on a podium. He's probably just trying to maintain position over Blanton here. Blanton running a little bit faster than him on that last lap, but got about 2-second lead. Alvarez here, kind of holding up Demmel. Doesn't have much. He's already been lapped. Fawcett is back here, though, running him down. But I don't think that Fawcett can get to Alvarez.
No, their tires are similarly aged, and I don't think he's going to be able to unless, you know, the 20 gets up into the wall. But his car is looking pretty clean. I think he's kept it out of the fence all night long. Demmel, on the other hand, you can see that little bit of damage on his front right quarter panel, but it's only affected him so much. He does have the fast lap of the race with a 22.67, and I think he's only been able to get into the 23s since he crumpled that quarter panel.
I didn't think we'd have a 1 caution race. I thought we'd have more cautions than I could keep track of. But here we are with 8 to go, 3 minutes. Demmel chasing Franklin. Gaps at about 2 seconds.
I believe we've had 2 cautions.
I believe you're right. Well, 2 might be too many for me to keep track of. So maybe It's like that time I thought I was wrong, but I was really right. Oh, and as we see the Blanton Ellison battle starting to heat up here.
2.5 minutes to go. Blanton is within just over half a second. Now it's just about half a second.
Blanton with the fresher tires. Just a couple laps fresher, but there's just a couple laps to go.
That's right.
Maybe that's all the difference you need. As we see Babcock arriving on the scene here. Babcock with the fresher tires will be able to maybe mix it up here a little bit.
He's still running in the 23s, and both of the other cars are almost in the 25s right now. In fact, Ellison ran a 25.1 on that last lap.
Ooh, and Ellison very slow on the high side, having to get out of it there. Able to keep it alongside the 26, though, so the 26 can't use all the racetrack on exit. That causes the 26 to have to lift. The 27 now clear at the midpoint. 26 still not able to get back alongside. I think he'll get a little better run off the corner here than the 27. I think 27's just used up his tires. But as long as 27 can hold position on the outside, I think he has a chance of holding this position all the way to the finish.
Yeah, they're going to race door to door for the rest of this, but...
Yeah, and this is probably our best battle, folks. Your leader, Nate Franklin, he's out about 1.8 seconds on the German of Sven Dimmel, as Kyle Smith starting to get in making an impact on this battle here. Oh, and there goes Blanton by. Blanton sliding up. Ellison trying the over-under here. Now Ellison's on the low side. Is he going to be able to work his way back past Blanton? Looked like Ellison got held up a little bit by Smith there on the corner exit and just kind of had to lift out of it to work around the lap traffic. Caused him to lose his advantage over this battle.
Is Babcock just pulling out of the way, or?
Yeah, I think Babcock just trying to be a friendly racer.
Yep,
I didn't see Babcock anyone do anything that he would need to let them know about with his race car.
Yep. I think he was just cruising down low.
So, back up front, we have Nate Franklin. Nate Franklin, a mod of the league. Oh, and it looks like this time, it might be the checkered flag this time.
It is the checkered flag. Yep.
We never even saw the white. Straight to the checkers. Nate Franklin, he's your winner coming down to the Pennsylvania Club. Nate lives up in Amish country. Congratulations, Nate. Second place be Sven Dimmel. Good run, Sven, and Dylan Blanton rounding out the top three. So let me see if I can grab these guys. And well, here, let me go ahead and run down through the rest of the order. So we have Nate Franklin's your winner, Sven Dimmel second, Dylan Blanton third, Thomas Ellison fourth, John Patrick came home fifth. David Ellison was able to recover to a sixth place finish. Now to our lap down traffic. Antonio Alvarez and Andrew Foster were both one lap down in seventh and eighth. Mark Antonucci and Kyle Smith finished 2 laps down in ninth and 10th. Jordan Babcock was 3 laps down. Ryan Verhulst and Chad Clark were 4 laps down. Justin Lamons was 6 laps down. Also in this race were Alexander Cofford, Daniel Bartz, and Andrew Schwimmer showed up for practice. So let me run down there and see if I can get a hold of Blanton and our other 2 podium finishers.
Sounds good. We're just watching a little bit of replay from your race winner here. He managed to... Dylan, this is Alex and Michael in the booth. Do you have a minute to talk to us?
Yes, I do.
So,
good speed we saw tonight in practice. And then you started on the outside pole. Were you surprised not to be on pole? And can you talk us through your race?
I wasn't surprised not being on pole. I don't really think I had that total pace. I was actually kind of surprised with second. I thought Babcock would smash everyone, but he didn't. I had a big moment on the second restart and lost a lot of track position. From then on out, I was kind of around fifth-ish. On the first long run, I really couldn't figure out the old tires, and I lost a lot of time. But on the second run, I figured out a line, kind of running the high side. I was really consistent, and I was able to get by Tom, so I'm really happy with the third.
Yeah, it looked like you were a little hesitant at times, just trying to run a safe race, and it really panned out for you. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And yeah, thanks for coming out to the RIL, and I hope to see you next week. So that's your third place finisher, Dylan Blanton. And let me go ahead and pull in. This is Sven Dimmel. Sven, second place tonight. Not what you typically want the win, but what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'm surprised like that we went green almost all the way. Like we've never had that before. Green flag stops and like green coming to the line.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'd
Yeah.
love to see that.
Yeah, I wish we will get. I hope we will get more of that in the future. And yeah, I knew I had no chance against Jordan in the long run. I was a bit really surprised when I got like from P3 to P1 in the first lap, and I thought, hey, that's pretty good. Maybe I can hold it off if there's a lot of cautions. But yeah, Jordan just caught me, and all the setup work he did, I just had no chance over a long run. And yeah, then I thought maybe P2 is in there, and I completely missed. I didn't miss my pit stall, but iRacing said I did. And I didn't realize what the problem was because I was right in front of the pit guy. So I lost 10 seconds in the pit stop, dropped behind Nate, and yeah, I couldn't catch him like till the end.
Tough break. Do you think part of the reason that the caution count was down this week is because Jeff Tyler wasn't in our starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, we're missing Chris, Devin, Jeff, so that's probably
that's
the
three
reason why.
cautions right there.
That's 6 cautions right there. I usually aren't satisfied with just one.
Right.
Yeah,
well, congratulations on your second place finish, Sven. I think it keeps your championship hopes alive. So we'll look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Got next weekend off. So for the holiday. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. See you then. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Thanks. And that's Sven Dimmel, your second place finisher. So let's see if we can grab our leader, Nate Franklin, our leader from Amish Country, Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Nate. What a great win.
Thank you, guys. That was a really tough race. A lot more green than we were expecting.
Yeah. Not to sell you short, but I didn't think you had anything for Babcock. Then we saw Babcock pit with about 20 to go to take on new tires. It was quite the surprise. It looked like he ended up actually getting a penalty and handing the race over to you. Is that pretty much how you saw it?
Yeah, he had mentioned that after he pit out, Sven asked him how he got so far ahead, and he said, "Oh, I forgot to check the box for my fuel." So he never put any fuel in it. So he just kept going on his new tires for a bit, and then pit in to get a splash. It's a real bummer for him because we had, well, it looked like the 1-2 for our team. But yeah, he didn't have fuel, so.
Great finish for you, and this is about the best result you could hope for your championship hopes. So do you think this is going to help you be able to maybe be a first-time champion?
I'm gonna try, but Sven's really tough to beat. You just have to take advantage of the opportunities that you're given, and this race was a little bit up my alley, and Babs helped a lot with the setup. So big thanks to him. Bummer for his race, but good for the team. I think we've got a pretty solid run at the team championship.
So as I mentioned in our previous interview, the series is off next week for the holiday. What are you going to be doing?
I'll be at Watkins Glen with Team UJAS and racing or Miata, and race on Saturday, race on Sunday. So can't wait.
All right, folks. Well, you heard it from him. He's going to take his talents on the virtual circuit to the real life. So if you're in Watkins Glen, swing by. I'm sure Nate can hook you up with an autograph. So thanks again for your time, Nate. And that's your winner, Nate Franklin from Pennsylvania. So that's all I got for tonight, Mr. Derby. I think we saw some great racing. Big kudos to all the drivers for keeping it so clean for so long. Don't usually get to see green flag stops here in the RIL, so that was great.
No, that was excellent. I was pleasantly surprised. Not surprised, just pleased that everybody was able to get through and do so many green flag laps and so much close racing, and another great race in the RIL.
Yep, another one in the books, and another great show here on HJ Broadcasting. So thank you, Mr. Derby, for all your wizardry, and thank you to all our fans for watching, and we'll see you guys in a couple weeks for the next round at the RIL.
All right, good night, everybody.
Molly.